Dental fricatives or interdental fricatives, the same. There are two dental fricative sounds, which are th and the. To describe them phonemically, th is voiceless dental fricative, whereas the is voiced dental fricative. Notice that th and the are similar in the place of articulation and the manner of articulation, whereas they are different in voicing. Whereas th is voiceless, the is voiced. Now, why do we call th voiceless? We call it as such because it is produced when the vocal cords are not vibrating, whereas that is voiced because it is produced when the vocal cords are vibrating. Th and the are dentals or interdentals. Why do we call them as such? Because they are produced when the tip of the tongue is close to the upper teeth. Th and the are fricatives, which is the manner of articulation. Why do we call them fricatives? Because they are produced with friction, and this friction is caused by forcing the air through a narrow passage, and this narrow passage is formed by bringing the tip of the tongue and the upper teeth close together. Now, let's see how th and the are articulated, or what are the speech organs that are important, that are involved in the production of th and the. First, the soft palate is raised, allowing air to escape through the mouth and not the nose, and that's why we call it an oral sound. When we produce oral sounds, the soft palate is always raised and it allows air to escape through the oral cavity. Now, the second important speech organ is the tip of the tongue and the upper front teeth. They are close to each other. We place the tip of the tongue close to the upper teeth, and by doing this we form a narrow passage which causes friction when the airstream passes through. What are the differences between th and the? There are some important differences between these two interdental or dental fricatives. Now, th is voiceless, whereas the is voiced, and we know the reason. In strength, th is stronger than the because it has stronger friction than the, and the has weaker friction. If you try to produce th and the, you will notice that the is or has stronger friction than the. In length, th is longer than the. It has longer friction. As we said before, strong and weak consonants affect the vowel that comes before them when they occur finally. Therefore, the strong consonant th makes the vowel that comes before it when it occurs finally shorter, whereas the weak consonant th makes the vowel longer. For example, in the words tooth and smooth, tooth and smooth. Now the vowel in the word smooth is longer than the vowel oo in the word tooth. Why? Because in the word smooth, the final consonant, which is the, is weak, and the rule says weak consonants make preceding vowels longer when they occur finally. Therefore, we pronounce these two words as follows: tooth, smooth, tooth, smooth. Now notice that the vowel oo in the word smooth is longer than the vowel oo in the word tooth. Again, in the second example, faith and bathe. So we pronounce it as faith and bathe. Now the vowel A in the word bathe is longer than the vowel A in the word faith. Please listen to the track or the recording, number 1, for words containing th and the. And of course, they come initially, medially, and finally.